253 upvotes, and 118 comments on a single thread about Claude Code session or cache leakage, says AI tooling trust is now a. Tonight's briefing is a fast pass on security boundaries, AI hardware economics, data architecture choices, local AI hardware direction. Anthropic's Claude Code issue 74066 has become a canary for shared AI dev tooling, with reports warning that session or cache. The Hacker News discussion has 253 upvotes and 118 comments, signaling how seriously teams are treating it as a real workflow. The core claim is simple: isolation assumptions in agent tooling are being tested in production, not demos. If your team uses Claude Code, shared cache mounts and workspace reuse policies are now part of your security surface, not just a convenience. Until teams prove strict per workspace separation as a default, onboarding more AI agents is shipping with a known blind spot in trust. Is post titled "Performance per Dollar is Getting Faster and Cheaper." Is driving a practical shift in AI standards. The thread has 346 upvotes and 133 comments, and it is directly tied to GLM-52 AMD hardware content. For teams shipping AI features, this means budgets are no longer sequenced as model first, GPU second, but as output cost first, architect. If you add new infra on old assumptions, you risk overpaying for performance you may not need. The chip race is no longer about who is fastest in a chart. Databricks' LTAP write-up is being discussed as a major data layout move, storing postgres data in Parquet on S3 instead of treating. The conversation reached 152 upvotes and 50 comments, showing sustained interest from teams already blending transactional and analytics work. This matters because table format decisions now influence latency, storage cost, and query ergonomics before you touch your model stack. If your pipelines rely on both app transactions and analytics, the architecture choice is now a direct product decision. The boundary between operational database and analytics layer is collapsing, and teams that optimize format strategy early will have a cheaper path to scale. A TechMeme cited Q&A with Doug Brooks, Senior Product Manager for Apple Silicon, says Mac Minis are increasingly positioned as preferred AI agent machines. The signal is clear. Apple Silicon is pushing a local-first, on-device direction for AI workflows. That matters for builders. If your team's agent workflow is cloud-heavy by default, this is now a meaningful alternative architecture test rather than a curiosity. If AI can run locally with acceptable developer UX, claiming cloud is the only serious option becomes less a technical truth and more an ordinary. Midjourney's legal dispute has moved from copyright noise to disclosure pressure, with 3 Hollywood studios being asked to reveal how they use AI in their own. The background includes earlier suits from Disney and Universal over characters like Bart Simpson and Darth Vader, plus a later Warner Brothers suit. A prior ruling required disclosures for consumer-facing outputs, and Midjourney is now asking to lift that limitation, arguing current rules let studios follow. For teams creating media assets, this is the moment lineage becomes mandatory infrastructure. Creative AI risk is no longer just legal theory, provenance gaps turn. If this helps your team move faster and safer, follow and subscribe for the next briefing, and the links in the description.